Testing 1, 2. There we go. All right, 1, 2, 1, 2. There we go. All right, so um, looks like Cosm came all the way back down to Cosm came all the way back down to 11.15. Went up there to really on the day of, I thought it was gonna go ahead and hit 30, but Cosm man, I think people are gonna get sued over Cosm and how their reverse split went. It was a lack of information overlapped with uh a change in Cosm's overall I guess symbol name change, ownership or not really ownership, but yeah, name change. It just was one of those that I'm glad that I was not involved in. But anyway, jump over here to the scans real quick. VKTX has the most volume right now for a stock over $1, 602. AM went on back down to 224. BYSI, we looked at, let me take those off. I don't like those. Okay. Cosm, 5 million shares. Tesla. MDGL or MDGL. Tesla gains on Musk Twitter poll underpin positive top line. So all of this is medical news. Maestro Nash liver. Why is the liver so popular today? I'm guessing VKTX is moving in sentiment with MDGL. Looks like MDGL has the real news. They have a pivotal phase 3 Maestro Nash clinical trial. So I'm guessing liver is the key word for today. Jump from $63 up to $200. Good morning, Lori. Did I notice BBIG is starting to rebound? Yeah, actually I've been looking into the cryptos and seeing them taking rebounds as well. Um I've kind of just been I like when the cryptos get really cheap so they can take off because that's just how I trade cryptos. I mean, I really like just getting them at or around or under $2 and just started building a position. I just don't really day trade day trade those cryptos, but BBIG is something that when cryptos do start to rise, it starts to kind of rise as well. Let's see any low floats out here. Just MDGL SLNO. What is this? This is another therapeutics. Does it have something to do with livers? Commitment for up to 60 million. No, nothing to do with the liver though. $1.21. SLNO. Oh, and for right now, that's really all I really see. But of course, we know those all those limit orders and things have to get filled this morning. So we will NH. I believe NH was one that a lot of people traded, but I didn't really touch it. I think it was moving on Friday. They did a 1 for 15 reverse stock split. Let's jump back over to Street Smart. So NH pumped up here from 180s all the way up here to the $6, and now it's back down to 3. I don't know what's been going on with these stocks, these splits, but they really messed up on Cosm. EKTX is up to 595. Let's look at this. Let's just look at some of these possible key levels. BKTX had a previous 703, has a bottom where it double bottom here at the 555. So I'm wondering, can it hold that 555 level? It stayed on this level for quite a while. Will that become something that it can get back under? Is the question. Has a top of this range right above this level where these, I'm just looking at where these tops are touching. Right across 687-ish, right there. And if this is weak, it could return back to the 462s. So I'm thinking 550 will be a point that's going to be tested hard today. Sub Drifter. All right, let's go to the next one. SLNO. That's one that I've never traded before. Up to $1.17. Has been downtrending. They got a commitment for $60 million. It is a lower float. Looks like previous resistance right around here at the 125-ish level. It's going to have to start holding that for people to kind of hope it up to 150. I don't know if it can break that 150, but those are two levels of interest because I look at these wicks as the war zone. Where's the possibility, the outlier possibility? So can it touch 150? There's a good chance, it's low float. Maybe it can get back up there on that 60 million commitment, but I'll be very careful on it. It is out of my kind of range. I like them to be at least above $2, but I like to see the news as they break $1. But yeah, that's some pretty good range right there. If it does break, where would the next level be? I always usually look at previous support that could be resistance. There looks like a gap fill up here at 238. Gap fill at this level. 238s, and then the 187s could be a little bit of resistance where that little double support was. But we'll see. We'll see on the open. The next one is, well, I just put MDGL up here just to watch it. I mean, it moved up from 63 all the way up to $200. I don't know how much movement is how much more movement it can get. But I was just watching that one to see if it falls off. It's only got 1 million shares traded. It's quite expensive, I know, for retail traders to be getting in and out on a $200 stock. But yeah, definitely popped up there. Appreciate that, Drifter. Yeah, make sure you remember to hit that like button, because I won't remember to tell you. What is this? Is this DoorDash? They got competition now? Who's their competition? DoorDash shares of e-commerce companies are trading lower. DoorDash competition bred favorable cost. Mizuho, what is that? Mizuho analyst. Okay. James Lee reiterated neutral on DoorDash Inc. The analyst expects AOV growth from menu inflation to offset macro impacts to order volume. I've never ordered DoorDash, man. Never have had that service. I don't know how good it is. I usually just cook. Haha. Cosm popping back up to 12. I wonder, is it going to be a big thing of some kind of correction today with all of, because what happened was Cosm switched its ticker symbol and switched its ticker ID, or its not ticker ID, but its cuspid value. And so basically the people that got in before the split and the people that were day trading it during Friday were trading two different stocks, basically. So Cosm got a lot of shorts trapped on it that were trying to short the Cosm of the previous cuspid value. And they were shorting, and they got squeezed. And so that's why I was like, man, I think somebody's gonna get sued over that. Because if you were a short and you were looking at all that Cosm had, it was trash. It should have been going down after that split. And you start shorting. You get bigger and bigger position, and it's just going higher and higher. You're like, what's going on? Why am I getting squeezed? This is a trash stock. Well, the thing about selling is somebody's got to buy. So, that initial volume on that one was kind of crazy. Gotta be buyers for you to sell, gotta be sellers for you to buy. So it was basically like a big imbalance on the ticker, on the new ticker. But I think the people that were actually just day trading it probably were a little bit safer than the people that bought before time or shorted it before time. Let's see. Yeah, Cosm. Yeah. Oh, and that's the other thing. Remember on Friday, people couldn't sell stocks for some reason. It just Cosm. It was a couple of stocks that people couldn't sell. There was, I think NH was one of them, but I know TOS was lagging. I saw the reports on TOS. Oh, I can't sell. Cosm was one of them too, especially during the beginning of the day. You could buy but can't sell, or you couldn't buy at all. So I just sit in observation on most of these until I see some pretty good news. Just kind of got to be patient. All right, it is 8:18. We have about 10 minutes to the bell. Let's hop over here to the SPY and see what kind of news is on the SPY. Reported earlier today, Elizabeth Warren raises questions about Elon Musk and Twitter. Okay, Kremlin said Russia's still considering additional proposals for response to oil price cap. Hints of Santa rally as S&P 500 Nasdaq futures begin week on buoyant note. Rich Chinese individuals reportedly cut down domestic holdings. Look at U.S. markets to manage risk at home. Let's see. That is from the 18th, so that's yesterday. Larry Summers thinks economic forecast, blah, blah, blah. Anything relevant for this week, though? Fed. Nah, not really. We'll see what the SPY wants to do here. Definitely has been on a nice little downtrend, looking like it's trying to get back to the downtrend. Right now at 383. We'll see if it can re-enter this this nice trend that it had going for so long. Oil on pretty much on the same note, either going to re-enter this downtrend or hold out of it. To be honest, with Cosm, I would be scared to buy this one because I mean, it's almost just like but then again, I'll be scared to sell it because what if what happened on Friday happens today, where there's a lack of buyers because there's a fear of, you know, sell off. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see what happens. We got like 9 minutes, but you have to have buyers to sell. So, and you have to, if that's missing, will it just go flat? What decisions will be made on it? Will it be an indecisive day on Cosm? Too many ifs. Okay, so SLNO, this is the one. Let me go ahead and move those levels over here for this. Let's see, where'd it go? 2 million should be up here. Okay, SLNO. So we said it has a little bit of a level to break at 150. Resistance 150s. It did reach on up there to the 168s during pre-market. Let's see how does this look on this chart? Okay, it's still the same, about 150. Okay, I was just making sure the charts were in alignment from Street Smart Edge to the over here. Has a bottom here under $1, so 15 cents from going sub dollar. Only 2 million shares traded. I think the main focus today will be I don't know if it'll be Cosm. I just feel like there should be a lot of fear around Cosm, but there are some fearless traders. BBIG did pop up there to the 73s, pop down 3 cents. Lori had called that one out. BBIG is just pretty much really connected to like cryptos. When cryptos are really moving, it gets hot too. Speaking of, waiting for this one to crash out. Atom, let's see, what am I looking at? Where's Bitcoin right now? Bitcoin, okay. It's all right. Boy, this thing has so many orders to fill up here. We're gonna see what happens. Don't think I'm missing too much that could give some potential range. Um, Less than 5 minutes to the bell. I really want to see if SLNO is going to play out like I think it can. Get up there to the 150s and then, because the news on it, let me read into this news to make sure I'm not missing things. SLNO. Okay. All right. So Soleno Therapeutics announces financing commitment, funding from 3 leading healthcare investors, with Vivo Capital joining existing investors. Natai, oh my gosh, whatever capital, 10 million capital infusion at closing and 15 million upon positive data to support the NDA submission. Okay, an additional 35 million capital upon FDA approval. So they haven't even got this money yet. They've only got, let's see, funding. So this is at closing. So they haven't got any of this money yet on SLN. So that is not something that is has been solidified. They have to actually do things to get that money. Under the terms of agreement, investors have committed to pay. So they are committed, but the company has to do its part as well. If they fail, though, may not be too pretty. Venco Ventures acquisition of TikTok rival Lomotif. Okay, so they complete the acquisition. That's why BBIG is trying to move on up. Yeah, it did say that. Okay. Its latest accomplishment of board of directors. in their successful acceleration strategy to build the company's content-driven ecosystem. Lemotif. I've never heard of Lemotif. Started in 2014. Parent organization Zash. Hmm. Oh my gosh. Okay. Overall, Lemotif music video editor is an awesome tool. Short video platform. Hmm. Let's hear from the people that work there. Let's see. Current employee less than a year. Former intern more than a year. Looks like they like it. I've seen some companies people just hate. Oh my gosh. Great company culture, great working environment. Must be doing something good for their employees, so that'll attract even more good employees there. But I'm not seeing anything more recent. Let's see. Time part-time, select location. Most recent. Okay. Well, not so far. Oh, they're gonna make me. No, I'm not about to join y'all. No. Nope. All right. Well, they're doing things over there at Lemotif. People enjoy working there, kind of like how it was at Facebook or some of these other ones. People really enjoyed it. SLNO don't like that they haven't acquired any of that money. They have to still do things to actually get those payouts. Cosm sitting at 9. Cosm is just, look how tight it is in here, man. This thing, how do you even trade this thing? This is tight on that hour. Just no range on that opening minute. That's what I was saying, man. It might be a little bit of fear in there. People scared to get in or out, or not in or out, but buy or sell. May just go flat. VKTX up 1%. SLNO, we had our levels marked up here of the 130s, and then what was it, the one right of the 150s ish, right above the 150s for resistance. We'll see what that one wants to do. 3 million shares traded in. It is the lowest float mover on the day, other than Cosm, which is dumping now, looks like. The scary part about Cosm is this bar is so tight, yet it's moving so big. It was just up at 964, and it's lost almost $1 already on that small little pivot. So very scary moves on Cosm. VKTX has a nice little bottom around the 550s that it's trying to hold up. See that support right there on the bottom of this 30-minute and the hour. Right across there. 550 support. SLNO bumping up as well. First level of resistance I'm thinking is around this 136. Now this one can be sporadic because it's a lower price, so it may not follow the whole 25-cent thing. It may go by percentage, like what percentage of this stock can move. So we'll see what this opening range is kind of talking about. But it came down here right and held right above the dollar. So I put a support at $1 and see if it can flush. But I'm not gonna trade it. I'm not trading that one, but I'll watch it. VKTX. Ooh. 575, giving it a little bit of a hassle here. Let's look at MDGL as well. No kind of real movement out of the open. It pretty much made its big move in the pre-market. See if anything else is popping through. Nothing as of yet. Tesla looks like it's moving on down. Tesla getting a push down. It did gap up and now getting a nice push down. Probably before it goes higher. Okay. Coming on down to the 150. 150 is that's a $50 level. Instead of a 50-cent level, that's a $50 level. So I'm expecting to see some kind of bounce off an obvious level like that. If 150s get hit. Cosm popping back up to the 992s, all the way back up to the 10s here. 10 million shares traded on it. We're looking for who's going to stand out on the day. Right now, the leading volume movers are Tesla and Cosm with 10 million shares in their books. Tesla getting on down to that 150. And I'm thinking it's going to consolidate around this 150. Let's see. Cosm hitting that $10 mark, coming back below it. Drifter called out VKTX. VKTX. Yeah, I saw that one. It's holding up that 550 level. We'll see how it breaks that 550 down. It did pop back up there to the $6. Tested 6 though. Only up 1%. SLNO making a move to the first level here. The top of the bodies of this candle. Can it break those first levels and start getting back to the outliers out here above 136? Between 136 and 169 though, that's the question. It's at 125 right now. Tesla, let's see, had a top up here at 157. Let's look at the SPY. Is the SPY coming down as well? SPY probably helping Tesla to come down because it is a little bit dependent on the SPY. Okay, SLNO coming on up to those levels on the hour chart. This is why I love the hour, because these levels can be so strong. We'll see let's see what these sizes are looking like sitting out here. Nobody's got any big orders out just yet. But I do know this one, I don't like it because they haven't secured the money. They haven't secured the bag, man. That's one thing that I hope that they move over to Street Smart Edge at some point, is the dual, or not the dual, the simultaneous support resistance lines. You know, like you get in 2EOS where you make one and it goes across charts. That's one of the drawbacks of using this. I just have to kind of, use them as I can. There's the break of this first level, so there's a lot of orders getting filled in here in this level, in this outlier level. towards the 150. All right, getting up there. Now we're going to see what it wants to do up here. 150 getting hit there. Will it pull back below both of these levels here? Below the 136? We'll see. It would not be an abnormal move for all of these orders to just get filled right here. On this 15-minute count, there's 4 million shares traded. Up 35% on the day. There it is, getting that pressure on the second one. That 150 is what kind of stopped it. Kind of slowed it down, rather. Not stopped. Let's see if it'll pull all the way back below the 136. Will it trap those longs in there trying to go for that push of the 168? Still some buyers in there. Maybe not. We'll see. Or I say it's still some buyers. There's still some orders getting filled in here. Problem is there enough buyers to push through any sell orders up here? Looks like there's a 10,000 share position at the 159s down here on the level 2s. 10,000 right there. Let's see on this side what we got. 20,000 shares at the 96 cents. Okay. That's quite a ways away. We'll see which side starts to push down. Will the big share size here get under the 150? If it does, they'll probably continue to push it down. 136 slowly coming back into play. We have what, 150 and then 169. Okay. All right, that's all of them. VKTX moving a little bit slower, a little bit slower movement out of that one. A little bit higher float on VKTX. That's why you're getting smaller movements. But this one definitely slowed down once it only got through 2. And these are kind of like those FOMO trades getting in there. Man, I think this thing can go higher, but this thing hasn't certified itself and the catalyst is kind of weak. So we'll see if it does fail back below these 2 levels. Only needs to drop a couple more cents. There's the 40s getting tested. Will it hold this 136 level, the bodies of these previous candles? Is the question. Will buyers let's actually look at the level 2. So 136, we only see 3,000 there. That could be a spoof number, but if we're just going off of if it's a spoof number or not, we need to see a bigger number there, bigger interest there. Right now, it just went up from 3,000 up to 7,000 right there at the 136. So we'll see if that 7,000 holds at the 136 or if it becomes even bigger than that. Still 10,000 sitting out there at the 159. Yeah, MDGL, I'm going to take that one off. That one's trash. BBIG took a nice little dump there. So it's just bouncing above this 136 level. Hasn't really tested it just yet. Kind of just floating there. Somebody's taking some big share size. That thing's bouncing around quite a bit. Look at it bouncing. It takes a lot of money to make that thing bounce like that. Somebody's taking some big share size. So let's see if this the size has actually moved down here. We can see another 15,000 shares right there, the 155 and the 159. So let's see if those orders can get filled between 159 and 155. It's almost there. and those sizes haven't really moved much. Yep, it's going. The sizes are getting bigger there. 155. So as soon as it hits that, those sell orders will start getting filled. Now the question is, are there enough buyers to push those sell orders out of there? Just tapped the 155. Okay, kind of pulled back off that 155 after some of those orders got filled. Can it just hold up here and fill the rest of the orders up here under the 160? Still creating a lower high on the hour chart. We can see the initial little throw up there was 167, and this one is the 155. It's still got to get all the way through the 159 to even look like it's going to break out here, though. $152s. So it did the same thing above this previous resistance level. It bounced above the 136 and then it sat for a little bit. And now it's bouncing on the 150s and it's going to sit for a little bit and give people either accumulation time or buying time, pushing time. Will people be interested in this? It's up 36% since the open. MDGL jumped up another or almost 20 bucks up to 220. Very volatile one on that one. To be that high of a price. Looking at the charts, it doesn't look like it moved much, but man, 200 up to 216s there. They're in a phase 3 trial in patients with NASH, NASH. I don't know what NASH is. Non-alcoholic steatohepto. Oh, there's something dealing with the liver. Okay. Steatohepatitis. Steto, so it's a different type of hepatitis? I don't know. Steatohepatitis. How rare is this thing though? How rare is NASH? That's what I want to know. How rare is NASH? All right, is the most common chronic liver condition in the United States. It's estimated that about 25% of adults in the U.S. have NAFL, okay? Of those with this, about 20% have NASH. So that's 5% of adults in the U.S. have that liver disease. So that's pretty rare. It's under the umbrella of NAFLD, non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, and 20% of those have the NASH. Okay, well, I see why it jumped up so much. But yeah, definitely not the time to play with it now. That thing's up 200 something. Nah. Let's skip back over here to SLNO. Looks like it did pop down off of that level of the 150 quite a bit. Has a bottom here right above the dollar. Like I said, I don't know if this one can get bought back up based on the news. I think it's just trapped the longs in there, and we'll see if it can go ahead and break down a dollar. There was some size at 130s, but look at that size getting eaten up there. I mean, not at the 130, at the 136, and that size, those 136 is already out of there. It's already into the 20s. So yeah, definitely not looking great there. Made the higher low on the hour chart. Now the hour chart is still green, so it could push back up, but it is definitely eating back into these pre-market levels. Right. Cosm. Didn't really do too much. Looks like it almost double topped here. Did create a lower high there. Tesla did bounce off those 150s down there. So bounced off the 150s back up here to the 154s. I mean, that's an obvious level though. Like that's $150 sticks out to everybody. I'm gonna buy at 150. And plus, look, it was previous consolidation in this area too at the 150, straight across. So of course people wanted to get a little bit of that. But anyway, let's look at the SPY. Did the SPY actually pop back up as well? No, the SPY is still going down, so I'd be very, very careful on trading Tesla. Even though it popped up, it may be a short-term relief pop before it continues down with the SPY. Let's see, forward. All right. Well, so now that 136 is looking like it's becoming a little bit of resistance. Let's see if they can get back over it. So it is kind of holding, kind of testing there at the 136. Again, still need some time. VKTX, man, is looking like it's going to be a grinder. Had a level here right under the $7. Let me actually look at the float on VKTX. I know the outstanding shares are a little bit high, but let's see what the float is. VKTX statistics. Float is 67.77 million. So yeah, probably gonna be a chopper. Tesla probably about to start making this move down. People are like, oh my goodness, it popped. I need to get in here, but they're not looking at the SPY. The SPY needs to slow down. SPY needs to consolidate a little bit. It is back in this previous level of 382, just like Tesla was. But will it get bought up and out of here? Three from the 382s is the question. Or will it go ahead and crash that back down to the 380s? If it does crash back down, Tesla's definitely going to follow. Tesla already starting to go that way. BKTX. Okay, so yeah, those are the top movers on the day. Tesla, BKTX, SLNO, and Cosm. Everything else is just kind of subpar in competition. That is okay. SPY continuing on down through this previous consolidation, unless it's going to make some kind of big pop, but that's looking pretty strong through that consolidation. VKTX breakout. Body of this previous candle 650. Maybe it'll touch that 650. I don't know. Did I look at the daily chart on VKTX? Where was that? 650. Okay, yeah, we did look at the daily chart on this one. So it had a top of this range at the 690s where it kind of got held every time. And right now it's at the 630s, 35s. So we'll see. It still hasn't reached that top level. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. I don't know. but it may just chop its way up there to the around the $7. Maybe a chopper. SLNO not able to hold up that 136. I'm guessing everybody got in that wanted to get in there. And the ones that didn't get filled, see, there's even right here on the level 2s, there's still 11,000 sitting up here at the 40s. So the big sizes are moving down, and that's not good for the longs because those big sizes are going to be harder and harder to break. They're going to form new resistance. So we'll see if these big sizes can make it all the way back to 136, the original body of this candle, to kind of hold it within the body. BKTX. Yeah, Donnell took that quick scalp. Quick scalp. Okay, let's see. Anything else that is standing out right now? I'm about to go and get into this meeting, my 9 o'clock meeting. As of right now, I'm just going to have to see what other news comes out today. I'll just be on watch. I'll be watching the Discord though, of course. But yeah, be careful. The markets are in the decision making process, so take what you can, see profit, take profit. But yeah, I'm gonna be waiting for those flushes on something with a little bit of catalyst, or a better catalyst than what we're seeing right now. But all of these are kind of just holding right now, and I haven't seen any big short attacks on these just yet. 136, it's just playing around the 136 now. But yeah, that is it for me today. I'll be back on Wednesday. I will be in the Discord on Tuesday. See if we can get some money out of the markets. And if I see any other news pop out, I probably won't be watching the charts all day, but I will be checking in on the news. Because I got a couple of projects I need to work on anyway. So yeah. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Don't forget to hit that like button. If you're not subscribed yet, you can subscribe. And let's see what else. Monday morning is the beginning of the race. So if you can get those quick scalps today, you can start building you a little buffer for the rest of the week. But definitely be careful in doing so. Tesla going on down now. Pop back up to that 153 and getting that power down. We see the SPY approaching the 382 break. It just broke the 382s. We'll see if it can hold that down. But yep, that's enough. That's enough looking at the markets today. I'll be back. And as always, I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.